Shalom, shalom. Okay, I want to talk about the situation with Kanye West. So this thing with Kanye is kind of crazy to me and absurd. You know, you got a lot of people who are blind. You know, they don't see too clear. It's amazing how the guy is able to fool a lot of people. He's able to fool a lot of people, right? I want to say maybe because his celebrity status, all the money he got, he's a popular guy. He is a likable guy. I get it. But if we're going to go and believe in the Most High God, whose name is Yah, then we're going to want to actually analyze this guy. We're going to want to pay attention to Kanye. We're going to want to see if he is who he really is, you know? If you really are a believer, then you know to look out for people who could potentially guide you in the wrong direction. First and foremost, we know that Kanye is a man who likes to dibble and dabble with other wicked people, and such as Jay-Z and Beyonce, people who are known for ritualistic type things that's demonic. And same thing with his influence as well, with his own influence. You know, if you listen to his music, yeah, I hear, you know, he's got this one song that mentions God, but the demons mention God. You know, and just so you know, demons are not stupid; they're smart. So they got worshipers who worship them, and their job is to outsmart you, and their job is to find people who will help them do that. So put two and two together, make some sense here, right? This is what they do. They infiltrate. There's this thing with the Judas. There's this animal called, a goat, right? But they call this particular goat a Judas goat. And what this goat does, it causes all the other sheep. It goes amongst the sheep, and then when it goes to leave, it leads all the other sheep in the direction to the slaughter, to get ready to be slaughtered by the slaughterers at the slaughterhouse. And then as it goes through the door, all the other sheep follow the Judas goat, and the Judas goat goes into one door that leads him to safety, while the other sheep falls to the hands of the slaughterers, getting ready to be slaughtered. That's how I see the situation with Kanye West. Did you know this man has a church? And this, not only that he has a church, but he has a Bible in his name. And if you read the beginning of the Bible, you know where it says in the Holy Bible, it says, in the beginning, God created heaven and earth. Okay. Now, in his Bible, it says, Kanye created the heavens and earth. Something like that, right? Now, so he's already breaking the first commandment. You know what I'm saying? Thou shalt have no other gods before me. And he's causing other people to believe in him as if he was the Son of God, or he himself is God. Now, you know what I'm saying? The Most High wants you to lift him up. He said, if I be lifted up. He don't want you lifting up some man, you know? It seems like to me that someone's trying to take the glory. And it's not Yah. It's Kanye in this situation. So I want you guys to know that I get it. He's a superstar and everything, but you guys are being fooled. I mean, you can clearly tell that. You know? You can judge a tree by its fruit. This is how. I mean, let's see here. I wrote down a list of things. Let me see here. Kanye West was this situation. Okay, let's talk about the laws, right? So Kanye West doesn't encourage you to keep the laws, of the Most High God. In fact, I don't think you will ever It's one thing he will acknowledge who we are as a people, but I don't think you will ever hear him acknowledge that part of us as a people. He probably stay clear of that because of, other people will be other people who really take a good interest into such a person like Kanye will not appreciate him talking about the laws of the Most High God, So it's one thing to do that, but then if you're not proclaiming the Messiah, right? If you're not talking as if you were his disciple and you are a changed person, then, it don't matter if you know that we are the true people. And you know what? This might be some big misunderstanding, and people just worshiping, and people are just taking it to the, and people, it probably didn't go the way Kanye wanted to go. He just wanted to acknowledge himself as an Israelite, and he wanted people to know that he was. And then people took it and blew it up as something else. And Kanye is woke, and Kanye is this and that. Okay, that might be just, and it just got blew up, and before you know it, it's out of his hands. He can't control it, but he could at least say, "Hey, man, it's not that I'm a religious person, or a church person, or a Christian, or he could have said something, but he is not saying anything. Like he's not discounting the fact that he is taking the glory for all this publicity, right?" So I want to stay on topic with the laws, though. He's not talking about keeping laws. And if you are a true believer, and I can tell you right now, you're going to want to tell people the laws. The Messiah said, "Blessed is those who keep the commandments and teach the commandments, for they shall be called great in the kingdom of heaven." And he said, but cursed are those who do not teach the commandments and teach others to do the same. These shall be called least in the kingdom of heaven. So, you know what I'm saying? So you see. So you gotta, if you can see that, that's what Kanye's saying. He ain't trying to teach you the laws, And then I hear Israelites kind of see like there's certain camps who trying to, they're actually glorifying Mr. Yee about this thing. But I'm not sure. That's neither here nor there. But I hear them always asking, where your fringes at? To everybody else. But they're not talking about him, where his fringes. And in fact, it seems like they're bypassing everything to try to say that this man happens to be someone of the Most High God. He acknowledges who he is, but I don't think he is of the Most High God. I really believe that people are puppets. And, people are being used to mislead the mass of people. And I believe that's what's taking place here. I encourage all of you to know that you won't be fooled if you're someone that practices the laws of Yah. It just gives you when you do that, you just have a certain type of common sense. It's very strong. It'll be very strong with you when you're someone that observes the law. You're not going to know all the law. Some people ain't going to know all the law, I don't even know all the law, but I observe them. You know what I'm saying? I don't know everything of the law, but I observe them, right? And by the giving by the Holy Spirit, it's becoming my wisdom of who the Most High is. Given by the Holy Spirit, it's becoming my understanding of who the Most High really is, And there are just things that people don't really understand about the Most High God because they don't know the law. Simply, they don't know the law. You know what I'm saying? Sort of like coming into the United States for the first time and not knowing the laws, and then you're breaking some of the laws, and then you're facing the judge. Now you know the law of that law, and now you know the judge, and let's say you get acquainted with that judge because you broke several laws, And now you're going back into the land and you're starting to realize you got to keep these laws. You got to abide by them in order for you to, you know what I'm saying? So because of that, you know the judge. You know what I'm saying? Or you get what I'm saying? You know the gist of how it works concerning how it works with Yah. You got to understand to meditate on the laws, and then you begin to know Yah's character, and and what he wants us to be like and what he wants us to be aware of when it comes to Satan trying to trap us, using people to like such as Kanye or anyone else for that matter. Yeah, so that's just the gist of what I wanted to say. That being said, keep your eyes open, keep watch, for you know that the days are out. You gotta fight that good fight. You know, subscribe and like the channel. Hit that like button, and if you don't mind, subscribe to that. I got many more content videos coming out with much value. You know what I'm saying? I hope they can help you out in your salvation, in your walk. I look forward to making more videos. So, yeah, shalom.